Hi, I'm Sifu Keith Mazza, owner of the traditional Wing Chun Kung Fu Academy. And right now we're going to talk about individual combat training for soldiers. We're going to talk about structure, stance, and foundation, and what a basic cadet should work on. So when we face our cadet, we talk to cadets and explain to them, you have 9 potential empty-handed weapons. We have 2 hands and 2 feet, which is 4, 2 elbows and 2 knees, which is 8, and a head, which is 9. When we learn how to address or deal with an individual, we never stand directly in front of our opponent. So we always teach our soldiers to stand off to one side, picking a side. We always present our hands up either at art height, or if you're not sure, you're just going to be talking to somebody, our hands are up in front of our hands are always up. Never keep your hands down. So we watch elbows and knees when we're working with people. Please hold your hand up. By focusing on the elbow, the energy starts here, it's further away from the body, and it's slower. In dealing with a straight punch, it moves 2.5 times slower. If he throws a round punch, it can be 6 to 8 times slower based on the arc that he's moving at. So we watch elbows and knees. If the elbow is down, the fist is straight. If it hooks up, it's round, dealing with only 2 forces. Once we've got to understand that, we have to have a starting point. So I start and I stay focused on the lead elbow, which is the closest weapon, and my peripheral vision picks up the rest of his body. But yet, once I've engaged my opponent, I need to know where to look next. So we teach a mantra to our cadets, touch one hand, look at the other. So one of our basic training drills that we do is called a touch and look drill. My cadet keeps his hands up, so I throw a round punch, I look at his eyes to make sure he's watching the other hand. He touches one hand, looks at the other. I continue to watch his eyes to make sure. If I see he's not looking here, I don't throw the punch. I see he's regained his field of vision, and I keep moving. So once he's comfortable with round punches, and please, they're nice and wide, not big, not short and tight, I move into straight punches, making sure he can identify these forces. And then we start to mix it up. As long as he's touching one hand and looking at the other, he can increase his visual acuity. The visual acuity is the capability to see something and react quicker. This is a basic foundational eye training drill for new soldiers. Once again, this was New Combative Training Techniques for Individual Soldiers. I'm Sifu Keith Mazza. If you have any further interest, please follow up on our website, traditionalwingchun.com. Thank you.